Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warwick LTV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warwick LTV. Keep it locked.
Now, I'm going to tell you. We, as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I said? You see? Set the bar for the youth. Share, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all this. Yeah. So, when it comes on to evidence and things like that, what are the likelihood that the Jamaica justice system or anywhere in the world preserved these already used established evidence, 13-year-old evidence, until today? You know, when even back then, the Court of Appeal did clearly stated that, in their opinion, the witness was a liar. You know, the crown witness was a liar, even from back then. You see. So when we check out the likelihood of finding and developing pristine evidence for use right now, find 12 jury members who 12 unbiased jury members. It's impossible. This thing cannot happen according to the standard by which such a trial is supposed to be carried out. It can happen, but it cannot be a successful or safe conviction. It will not be. You see, it will be done. So the judge, judge will just release it, and what might happen? This is because you know, assuming because it's like an ongoing, it would have started coming like an ongoing thing now. You see, so I don't know how the compensation package would work in that instance. You see, but nonetheless, once the case revert back to once the appeal court get back the case to them, it should be an immediate chamber bail. So I'm supposed to get bail. He means a remand 13 year or 10 year in the remand. It's a 10 year. I'm not going on a 13 year thing. And then you're a whole 10 year thing going. And yeah. So even 10 years is too much for the remand. You see? Yeah. Habeas corpus bring the man to the court and make him, you see, grant him bail. You can't, if you have, you can't, when you're going to prepare for trial this man. You can't tell that. And you have him for 10 years already. You can't hold him no longer. You shouldn't hold him so long as a remand prisoner anyway, because that's what he was officially, technically, in the eyes of the law. Regardless of where a handful of people want to construe it to be, meaning the prosecution, the judge, and all them group there. Regardless where they want to construe it to be at the time, you know, see it. No, it was a miscarriage of justice. You know, see, and, you know, bail should be granted as a priority, speedily and fast. I mean, I ask that. That's not a concern in my head. You know, see, but it is what it is, and it should be, you know, see it. Yeah, the Privy Council couldn't release Vybes Kartel because it's not a court of such with jurisdiction over any other. It's a highly respected body, you know. Let's say, I wouldn't say design, but accepted by the Commonwealth, you know, created and accepted by the Commonwealth to essentially supervise certain aspects of the law, like in this case, ideally, in seats. And, you know, rather than feel offense or anything like that, One's got to, it should have been like a learning process where one learn and realize that not necessarily because a police officer tell you so, well then, this is what them think. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is what the reality or the facts is, or what the law states or accept. You know, see? So, I hope that one that makes sense. You know, see, because I hold up an explanation, I explaining go on in it and thing. I hold up explaining how go on in it. So, I'm going to stay tuned and listen. You know, see, yeah, just take your time and listen. Just put it in the background and go on the way I do. And listen to facts. Because nothing is being said here is a lie or anything we are trying to dissuade or anything with any personal agenda. What's happening here is law. And I give thanks. Brothers and sisters, greetings once again in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I I, and all things good and wonderful amongst us and about us. You see, welcome viewers and subscribers. Viewers, if you like the content, share, like and subscribe. See, make your friend them hear it because the knowledge you seek for increase. You know, see, yeah. See, so the business of some boy wants to kind of nobody can use some little media redundant infantile tactic for dissuade the program. You see what I say? Anyway, we are dealing with Vybes Kartel and the Privy Council process because it seems to be a very complex issue for the layman understand. You see, so I'm gonna do my best to explain it from Ivan perspective, not even from not Ivan perspective, but from the perspective. You see the reality of what it is. You see, like me already explaining about 2 years ago, me tell the item say any of Vybes Kartel case reach the Privy Council, it all gets squashed. Seeing a couple of I think day or so after the Privy Council hearing, I'm predict it will get squashed again. And it did get squashed. You don't know. It wasn't like a guess. It was based on facts. It was based on the reality of everything that's in front of me and the expectations of the court as I know it and things like that. Why I know that, it wasn't going to hold. See, so it is what it is. See, now these days, the main concern is why the Privy Council never let Vybes Kartel go. See, the thing is, the Privy Council is a committee, it's not a court. It hasn't got jurisdiction over any, it hasn't got authority over any jurisdiction. Yeah, to put it simple. See? So, I'm a sovereign jurisdiction. What the Privy Council is a selected group of high judges from right across the Commonwealth diaspora. See, so you can get any judge any day. You don't know which judge you'll get. For deal with your case. Once you start deal with the case, it's likely, as you can see in a Vybes Kartel case the other day, it's the same judge them deal with them thing right up until the end. See, me program from a different position today. The light above shadow the camera. So I never like that never like how that looks. So I change position. That's why I see the door behind me. Look good still because I see my Jamaica flag on it. Anyway, get to the meat of the matter. See, select group of high court judges. You even have, like I said, high court judges, law lords, and so on. You have people from the highest Supreme Court in Britain who sit on that panel time after time. See, now the thing about that panel is because of it's like the elite group of I wouldn't say elite of such because again that gone in another sphere of our reality. We're not gonna say elite, but it is, in a sense with the knowledge and experience of the common law. As I mentioned that I must remember to explain the common law as well, explain something because my experience a thing last night left me dumbfounded. Anyway, Yeah, so these judges now, observe the process or the law as it was applied in a particular case. See, because usually it would have been some dispute in interpretation. The defense and both the prosecution of their theory or their interpretation of a particular subject, word, even a one word, see, and they both could have valid interpretation of these words, different interpretation, but both valid. Seeing so, when them technicalities happen now, what happens is that, bring it to these high court judges who have been through the mill. They are the scientists of law. It's psychology and the whole, So you bring it to them man there, and them man there, go through it forensically with a fine-tooth comb, saying, and through your claims and how the law applied to it and how it conforms with the laws or statutes, the common laws or statutes. See? And these judges, they were, it's not like them man that just come up and say them a Superman and them want to do this. See, they were selected and chosen by the Commonwealth nations. The Privy Council was organized, accepted, and, for this same purpose. Nobody is perfect. See, so we still need to consult. We still need consultation to check history and, compare it to the present case at hand. Now, may I deviate little and explain the common law as I read just. The common law literally means a set of historic case, set of cases. Cases are going, all right, Britain have a long history of cases. And like we say, history repeats itself over time. See, so even these same cases, when you read some of them from in the 18th, 17th, 16th centuries and things like that, these things are still happening today. Now, the principle in a lot of areas of law regarding these, regarding certain issues that are even still happening today, the principles under the common law were set from hundreds of years ago because the court came across a similar case like that. See? So this body of case law, where you can reflect on and compare it to the one where I deal with today, it's called, it's the common law, essentially. See? Now, how the common law works is before it was put into process before even Parliament had power of legislation. Courts used to do that. Seeing, and it was called the common law way back when. Seeing, anyway, Parliament demand and defend supremacy because they said they were voted in by the people. Seeing, so they're more soft, they're more powerful than like the supreme or the courts is there. They are the ones who make the law, and the court is there to interpret the law. That's how that's the principle. That's how it works. See, I want to use some judicial terms because again, when the people who may try to communicate with can't understand what I say. Legal terms, see, and then it defeat the whole purpose of why we start the video evening at the beginning. See, so yeah. Seeing, so with that history and that access to resource and things like that, like leave it there. So seeing, the subordinate jurisdictions and give the Privy Council that authority, for review them cases and things like that. I know we all look on little Jamaica and talk about it's whatever. No, Australia do the same thing. New Zealand, places like Canada send cases that are in conflict come on the Privy Council as well, you see. So it's not just Jamaica or Jamaica, it's because Jamaica is some backwasher, back a wall, and the Privy Council bully or bad up Jamaica, so Jamaica can step whenever I want. You know, see, it's not something I recommend, but, you know, because again, you have to look on the alternative, and given the nature of affair in Jamaica to deal, historically, you know, see, there is no responsibility, there is no consequence for misappropriation, misaction, and things like that of the authorities. You know, see, so it not just only defeat or subdue the fight or the spirit of the people for demand them right, but it also get the police officer them in a comfort zone where them have to do them job according to how they were trained to do the job. You know, see, according to the requirements, legal requirements of the job. And I have to do that again because there's no consequence. See, so in my opinion, it's like a vast majority, bigger than, you know, probably a 70% of the criminal convictions in Jamaica are unsafe convictions. So just that them people that don't have the resource or the finance to seek judicial review in the Privy Council. You see, we've called it a judicial review either, but to seek consultation with the Privy Council. You see, that's why most of these things are enough youth get sentenced. I'm not saying a lot of them are not guilty either. You see, but I'm just saying the process, the standard by which these things are applied, it doesn't exist in Jamaica. You see, and it's not like the resource isn't there to deal with the thing accordingly. You see, the resource is there. And if it wasn't there, there would have always been help because Jamaica is a signature to the Human Rights Convention. And by doing so, to maintain the human rights of local people and things like that, it's one of the easiest way of getting assistance from that international community who you know, mainly want this thing for the human rights thing for you know, for keep going. Yeah. See? So it wouldn't be that case like say if they never have the resource, them couldn't get it. Them would have. I mean, know them have it. Jamaica that we are talking about, man. I know them have it. See, can do proper investigation, but again, there is no consequence. Because if no consequence, so a guy just do what he want to do. Say what he want to say and drop it for me. Now, when you look up on a man where have resources we can seek higher redress, like the Privy Council, you find that these things are calling to question and things like that. You know, see? Yeah, because regardless how wicked or what or brutal a man want be, you know, see? The Privy Council is not gonna, the Privy Council cannot. This is the whole purpose of the Privy Council, the whole premise of it in its inception was that, watch out. No favoritism. It's just justice to be served. You see? You see? And it's because of this, it's not gonna tarnish its integrity with the misrepresentations of Jamaica justice system. It wouldn't work. It don't make sense. And the thing about that is, you know, you have some people who have them personal grievance against Vybes Kartel, against the government, whatever, however. Yet they make it seem as if there isn't a judicial process. I mean, you can't just jump up and just, you know, there's a process where you have to follow in doing these things. It is what it is everywhere over the world you go. So Jamaica can't be immune to that rasta. You see, I just saw them thing that go, you do the thing, do it right. Stop being lackadaisical and careless, carefree. How much man get out of the Klansman trial the other day, yeah? You see? And personally, come on. You see? So you can't go blame a superior body who, for them legal system for the most of it, is running efficiently. Far more efficiently. You see, Jamaica have, I think, a higher murder rate than even the system where the Privy Council exists. You know, so again, to compare, it's like a dilated buffoonery. You know, see, it's the same thing I experienced yesterday. I reasoned with a brethren, and my reason from my platform, from the knowledge of what me know. You know, see that the brethren loud and talk. Oh, the Commonwealth is some little small case where you get a slap by your wrist. A magistrate Commonwealth, come on, law case try in a magistrate. That not good. I say, what kind of, and I be a black youth with them amongst them and reason and him look. I say, what kind of idiot thing that they are going with? Me and you know say where you are chat. No gossip and a psycho. You don't even understand the definition of the common law motto. So they I try to explain it to people. Where you get who give you that definition of the common law? So that's you. What authority the person have who give you that? Who was that person who tell you that rest that you come back and talk so adamantly now amongst ghetto you? Say, this is it. And you know, me know. If me never there and don't know, and know, say, if me never there, say, explain. You would have miseducated all of the youth them and gone about your business, gone on your bed. And you don't think about it. Just for ego. Just for have the mic for the moment to chat. A black man, you never experience, you don't know, you can't know it and explain it like that, Rasta. You know, see, the common law is a process. It's like you matter about particular crime. You know, see, every crime passed through the magistrate court, but the more serious ones is allotted to the particular court that was designed to deal with these sort of issues. And that's what the magistrate do. The magistrate put a guy where he go. Then, pleas and direction. You plead guilty or not guilty. If you're guilty, you know, the magistrate, even if the big M, you know, somebody not alive anymore, magistrate goes up and move it to, because what the magistrate don't have is the power to sentence people over a certain duration. So if your crime require more than the duration where the magistrate jurisdiction allow him, the magistrate move you to the higher court. Not necessarily the high court, you know, the higher court above him, you know, or whichever one. Yeah. You know, see, so, yeah, when I hear some man attack them with, I say, it's not a snobbery to one's intelligence. But again, it's a wake-up call to see whisper the depths of how depraved our knowledge is regarding how the process work. You see, now the process come first, you know, because you have to observe the process as it shouldn't be that way, but you have to observe it as the consequence for any wrongdoing. And everybody always have the consequence on their mind to any wrongdoing unless they're an idiot. Or unless them head now work. Sorry, not idiot. You know, see, now it should have been knowing your rights first before you worry about the consequence, because like as you know your rights, you get what I say? You know, see it. But it wake me up to the facts, Rasta. Enough you they even know them rights. They didn't, you know, see all the basics of the law work like and crap like that. You know, see it. They have to pass through the system brutally to even know how it works. You know, see it. So 18 minutes in, and we just now I'm gonna explain to you. I'm on theory regarding Vybes Kartel. What I go on with the what's it called? The appeal court in Jamaica. Enough man say why the Privy Council never let go Vybes Kartel. That mean a whole heap of people ask me, I said, John, you know, but again, it is what it is. You know, see, yeah, just so you go, knowledge increase. And the people will ask, some intelligent people, because you can hear how them, you know, explain, you know, yeah, you can hear how them deal with them thing, you know, them might eat them. It's just that you could be experienced in a football and you get a cricket bat in your hand, and yes, you could be experienced football and you put it on the track and field and you flop. You know, see, it's just that your area of expertise. Nonetheless, no means say you are not valuable and efficient. You know, see it. You know, see it. I think about the Privy Council, I tell you, the Privy Council don't have no true jurisdiction. The Jamaica court have higher jurisdiction in Jamaica than the Privy Council. The Privy Council is a group of well-experienced and learned men who their opinion is well respected. Their opinion does and can influence the decisions of the British court. You understand what I say? If it's a particular precedence, like a new issue or something where them discover the law was being misinterpreted wrong right across the board, seeing, even when, say, Jamaica it happened, and the Privy Council discover it and point it out and send it back to Jamaica, it can't happen nowhere in the Commonwealth again, because this is precedence. So even in a Britain, as much as it's a Jamaica case, even in a Britain, this precedent is influential to the decision of even the Supreme Court when they make a decision on a similar matter. So what may I say? So when this body of high judges make a recommendation, it's more than likely that the country that they recommend, and even the judge, because remember, you know, police respect police and protect police's integrity. You see, the sergeant say, yo, no patrol. The rest of police, them back him. I don't know, where I go with this. Judge, you got hierarchy of courts and judges, higher judges. You notice every Jamaican high judge are King's Council and them thing. The which King Council you think them is? Britain's King's Council. You know, see, so them still observe the hierarchy. You know, see, so don't feel no way. When one of them high judges say, no, that's not right, them go have to take that into consideration. Them not happy. Yeah, them not happy. You know, see it. But because there is a signature to the whole thing, what them all do now is violate the treaties that they were party to, the signature to, where them help design, create, and sign. You know, see it? So what this going to do now is isolate. It start our isolation, a slow, burdensome isolation, because as you know, Jamaica really have a grand economic resource, mineral resource of such, where they maintain itself independently. You see, whereas them guys sell out 3/4 Jamaica already. See? So, it dependent on foreign aids and things like that, and assistance. You know, see, so you find, say, you know, yeah, the likelihood for them upset that purse string, it's not possible. I don't think, say, it's not too viable in my eyesight. You know, see, I feel more like that. I feel them more comply with the order than go rogue just for Vybes Kartel. No worth it. You know, see, the next thing, a great matter of concern is how soon or when Vybes Kartel are going to come out. I was expecting him, when the verdict was handed down on Thursday, I was expecting him to come out on Friday. I mean, I explained to him why. Vybes Kartel, the decision, yeah, basically in the eyes of the high law, the eyes of the common law, Vybes Kartel and his charges are co-accused, are all remand prisoners again. You see, in essence, there's a few technicalities that I know, but you don't know that no that's happening. See? What go happen is that, you know, an emergency session need to be expedited with the appeal body, the appeal court body in Jamaica. Seen and officially you know, officially declare the status of the man them then prisoner or detainee. Seeing which is detainee, them Africa, you see. Like I said, them can't go against them foreign aid and source of income and things like that. Them not gonna do it. See, so lawyer supposed to, you know, work overtime for generate this. See, and regardless of what some people personal feelings about this, the law no entertain them thing there, and you can't show no sign like you want to say, well then, you have your personal growth why against the man, why you feel I think this. And I say, God, one of the main thing, first thing you're being trained as a liar is to depart from emotions, compartmentalize, remove yourself from the whole affair. You know, see, and look at the facts and apply the law to them. You know, see, the common law and statutory law. Like I said, common law is a series of cases where the judge them did document, the court system, the document, particularly like the England law report and the Hansard and things like that from the 1800 rate. You can't read the book there, more than one volume. You know, see, volumes and volumes. You see, so these law books now contain all of these historic cases and things like that. So the judge will use a refer back to the law book them to see where a similar case or it's reflective on how the principle was, what the principle was, you know, see, yeah, and apply it accordingly. See, then Parliament get power and becomes the supreme body as it should be because they were elected by the sovereign of the land, which is the people. You see, so this now give Parliament supreme power, supreme lawmaking power. Nonetheless, they have an African farm with a constitution that was set from the beginning. You know, see, them have to ensure. In a Britain case, it's unwritten, but nonetheless, the Human Rights Act of 1998 does incorporate, you know, it's like all rights that the American have and everything like that, all the rights that Europe have, because it's the European, the EU, it's the European human rights law was made into in British law as well the other day. Like Britain just copied it openly and say, yeah, right, yeah, we like it. We are use it. But we don't use it like a phone one. We enact it in a law seen as a British law. Even though it's copied from your the ideals and things like that. We are enact it in a British law. That means when court and lawyers and whoever apply it, it's applied as an act of parliament, not an act of the European Commission or Human Rights Charter or whatever. You know, see, it's just, yeah. See, so, however, it exists in Britain anywhere. See, so this is, and when laws are being made, it is written as well that when laws are being made, they should comply with the Human Rights Act of 1998. You know, see, so all of these things have to be factored in when you administer a case, whichever aspect of the case you work from. You know, see, not that long one might be long and winding and appear boring to a lot, but it's key information that nice when youth and local people know them thing as well, because the good thing about this is that it opened the door for a lot of challenges and show the vulnerability. Not even vulnerability, but the thin, delicate line with which the government tried. Accept them delusion, them make them create the thing, set the thing illusion and make themselves seems immune to persecution and questioning and things like that, which is one of the main essence of a democracy. The Prime Minister is open to criticism and should embrace them. It's one of the key principles of democracy. You see, so when a politician or go on like him take offense to criticism and things like that, it's despotic. When we say despotic, dictatorship, a guy tried upon the simple people them. You see. Now all of my people is after illusion, say well then Jamaica government will want to hold him in a jail or Jamaica government. Yes, they can, but they will be violating a whole lot of international treaties that the greedy thieving politicians them down they can't afford. May I tell you that. You see, because if another storm blow, them all depend them own. An earthquake, them depend them own, and them know that. You see, them not gonna do that. Them can't afford that. So if you long it out, because again, Court of Appeal or squash it, Vybes Kartel becomes a 13-year detainee. That's against all human rights. All human rights order and charter. You see, that's against the habeas corpus principle. You see, just draw habeas corpus and the judge have to bring him to court, and we want bail for him immediately because him 13 years remand. We want him to a judge. You see, the same day when the judge, you see, which again that should have been like me that I expect it to be. Me I look for it be one day another week I come. I want him to you know this week. Today which day? Today what 14th or the 15th? 17th. Today the 17th. Sunday the 17th of March. Me I look for him come out between Monday the 18th. 2 weeks me I give him the longest. 2 weeks. You know see it? Because it's a violation. And you can't, after a violation is declared, come on, what you gonna do? Who is you? I mean, against all else, who you think you are? Yes, you can create some sort of character of offense. Yes, but you know, in the long run, you can't afford the consequence. It's not like the Jamaica people who allow you immunity right through and through because you're Prime Minister, you're MP, you're Councillor, and I say working at the international realm. And Jamaican government always take care to preserve that integrity so that them can continue stay in the charity lane. Yeah. So I'm gonna expect this to be expedited rather speedily. You see, next thing what people is overlooking is the economical potency of Vybes Kartel being free. If I even in the first, you know, yeah. Economical potency is proving which one time the other year when them come out. You see it, and yeah, it's gonna be far different. You see it, so these are the things where they have to look at again. They want to look for retrial or released immediately. No. I could say retrial or retrial. Retrial, let's say, what are the likelihood for the government to be able to preserve all of these evidence?